Footprints in the Sand. One night, I had a dream. I dreamt that I was walking on the beach with the Lord, and in the sky, scenes from my life were unfolding. After each scene passed, I noticed two sets of footprints. One was mine, and the other was the Lord's. When the last scene of my life passed before us, I looked back at the footprints in the sand and noticed that many times, on the path of my life, there was only one set of footprints in the sand. I also noticed that this happened during the most difficult and anguishing moments of my life. It truly bothered me, and I asked the Lord, "Lord, you told me that once I decided to follow you, you would always walk with me on every path. However, I noticed that during the greatest tribulations of my life, there was only one set of footprints in the sand. I don't understand why, in the times I needed you the most, you left me alone." The Lord replied, "My dear child, I would never leave you in times of trial and suffering. When you saw in the sand only one set of footprints, they were mine. That's exactly when I picked you up in my arms. In the light of the footprints in the sand, we are guided to reflect on the journey of life in communion with God. In the silent nights of the heart, where the winds of existence blow, we glimpse the scenes of our own narrative as we walk along the beach of life. With each step, we notice two sets of footprints, one marking our choices, joys, and challenges, and the other indicating the constant presence of the Lord. Yet, amidst the most intense tribulations, the footprints reveal an intriguing mystery. In moments of greatest distress, when the burden seems heavier, we see only one set of footprints in the sand. In those moments, filled with anguish, we question the Lord about His promise to always be by our side. Perplexity surrounds us when we realize that in the times we need Him the most, the footprints suggest an apparent divine absence. However, the loving response of the Lord reassures us, revealing the true meaning of those moments. He assures us that when we see only one set of footprints, it's precisely at that point that He carries us in His arms. In times of trial and suffering, when our strength falters and our steps waver, it's the Lord who lifts us up and envelops us in His merciful love. We can find solace in the words of the Psalms, echoing God's faithfulness and restoring presence in our lives. In Psalm 23, we are reminded that the Lord is our shepherd, and we shall not want. In Psalm 139, we acknowledge that no matter where we go, God is with us. Thus, facing the footprints in the sand, we understand that faith in God doesn't eliminate adversities, but sustains us through them. It's in the solitary footprints that we discover the divine embrace, revealing that even when we don't understand, we are loved beyond our comprehension. May we walk with confidence, knowing that in the times our footsteps falter, the loving hands of God lift us, guiding us in His eternal grace.